Have you ever thought that with just a few things from your kitchen, you could turn your tired balcony garden into a green and happy space again? That's exactly what I did, and today I want to take you along on that journey. It all started on a quiet Sunday morning. I was chopping vegetables, peeling garlic and onions, and getting lunch ready like I always do. On the counter were piles of kitchen scraps: onion skins, garlic peels, a soft banana that no one wanted to eat, and some potato skins. Normally, I would have tossed them in the compost bin or the trash without a second thought. But that morning, I paused. My little balcony garden had been struggling. The basil wasn't looking too happy, the spinach was growing slowly, and the leaves on my chili plant were starting to yellow. I didn't want to use store-bought fertilizers or sprays. I just wanted something clean, simple, and safe. Something I could make myself. I remembered hearing how kitchen scraps still hold a lot of nutrients, so I decided to give it a try. I started gathering what I had. The onion and garlic peels went into a jar first. They're not just flavorful in the kitchen, they're packed with natural compounds that help plants fight disease. Then, I added the potato skins, which are rich in potassium and perfect for root health. Last, I took that overripe banana, mashed it up with a spoon, and scooped it into the jar. Bananas are like plant magic, full of potassium and magnesium, both essential for strong, leafy growth. I filled the jar with clean water and let it sit for 3 days on the kitchen shelf. Every morning, I'd give it a little stir. It didn't smell bad at all, just earthy, like a gentle reminder of the soil and sunshine outside. On the third day, I strained the mixture, diluted it with more water, and used it to water my plants. At first, nothing really changed, but about a week later, I noticed something. The basil started looking greener, fuller. My spinach perked up. Even the chili plant, once so tired, began pushing out fresh, shiny leaves. It felt like my garden was waking up after a long nap. I kept going, making a fresh batch of this kitchen tonic every week. I'd water with it once or twice, depending on how the plants looked. And week by week, the garden began to change. The colors deepened. The stems grew stronger. New buds appeared where I thought growth had stopped. What surprised me most wasn't just how well the plants responded. It was how I felt, too. There's something deeply grounding about reusing what we already have. Something calming about turning waste into life. It made me feel more connected to the process, more mindful of what I toss away, and more proud of the tiny ecosystem I was nurturing on my balcony. Now it's part of my weekly rhythm. Cook, collect scraps, make the mix, water the plants, and watch them grow. I haven't bought a bottle of fertilizer in months, and yet the garden has never looked better. This simple blend of onion skins, garlic peels, banana, and potato may not look like much, but to your plants, it's a 5-star meal. No chemicals, no waste. Just real nourishment from what's already in your home. If this story inspires you to try something similar, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment, share your experience, or even tell me what you've been growing lately. Every plant has a story, and every gardener, no matter how small the space, has a little bit of magic to share. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope your balcony or backyard or windowsill feels a little greener after today.